Pastor Jim asked me if I would speak to you in regards to the day that I died. On October the 19th in 2007, I took my 12-year-old grandson Caleb trout fishing at Montauk, which is located in Salem, Missouri. It was a sunny day and very windy. We fished all morning, and when we decided to leave, the wind really started to get stronger. The glare of the sun on the water was like a mirror, and I couldn't see where I was walking, and I stepped in a deep hole. It was over my head. When I touched bottom and pushed off to get up to try to get air, I realized that the bottom was soft mud, and every time that I pushed off, I was just digging a deeper hole beneath me. When I come up for air, my grandson Caleb had a panicked look on his face, screaming at me and reaching out for me. And every time I would come up, I would canvass the shoreline, hoping that there would be somebody there that could help get me out of the predicament, because I couldn't get out of that deep hole by myself. I only saw one fisherman, and I realized I was going to drown. I started taking on some water in my waders, which made things even worse. I realized I was going to die. I accepted the fact that I was going to die, and I thought I was prepared to die. The next time I came up, I spoke to God, and I asked him to please do not take Caleb with me. The next time I went down, I stayed down. I drowned, I was dead. Caleb held on to my clothing, and he was taking on water, and he started screaming for help. Fortunately, there was a church group from Canton, Illinois, there fishing along with their Baptist minister. And I learned later that they were supposed to be there over Memorial Day weekend, but for some reason that year they couldn't make it on Memorial Day weekend and came on October the 19th. I believe God had something to do with their rescheduled date, that he had planned to use them as servants of God. And they formed a chain gang and reached out to Caleb. And when they got to him, they attempted to pull him out of the water, and he would not budge. They didn't realize I was an anchor, and Caleb was still holding on to me. They said, "Son, what's wrong? Come on, let's go." And Caleb pointed to the water, and at the same time, he said, "My grandpa's down there," and my boot came to the top of the surface. It took 4 people to get Caleb out of the water. It took 6 or 8 to get me. When they got me to shore, one of the fishermen said, "Cut his waders off." And another one says, "No, don't cut them off. They cost over $200. One of the gentlemen from the church group held Caleb and told Caleb, he says, "We need to pray for your grandpa." And he's crying, and he says, "I am praying for my grandpa." He had tears coming down his face. The minister, before he was a minister, was a medic in Vietnam, and he knew CPR. About the same time he did that, the ambulance showed up, and the first responders, in their report, it stated, condition of patient upon arrival, and they circled deceased. I was revived. I'm laying there on my side, breathing real shallow and weak, and Caleb crawls up to me on all fours, and we're nose to nose, and he says, "Grandpa, you're not gonna die, are you?" And real weak, I said, "Caleb, I'm not gonna die." They transported Caleb and I to Salem Hospital to get me stabilized. I asked the minister on several different occasions why God spared me, why he gave me another chance. And every time he would answer that God had a plan for me. I realize now that that plan was for me to become a Stevens minister. Several people have asked me if I saw a light, and I told them I did not see a light. Apparently, he wasn't ready to take me or take me and keep me, because he did take me, but he brought me back. My name is Gary Stroop. I am second.